Hi, my name is TheTaterTotMan.
Hello, my name is Earth.
Hi, my name is AppleJuice.
Now let me introduce you to
The
Intellectual
Intellectual
Idiocy
Idiocy
Podcast.
Adam, you can't keep doing this every week. You're gonna get him killed one day. Just start the podcast. Just start it.
Awkward.
Hello, everybody.
What's going
I am Adam, aka the Tater Tot Man, and welcome to the Intellectual Idiocy Podcast. I am joined by my lovely friends, AJ, aka AppleJuice, and Caleb slash Earth 504. And I just want to quickly, start off and just talk about what are some current games y'all are into? Like what are some recent games y'all played that y'all really into, or games that are y'all are trying to get into but haven't played yet?
Been playing a lot of 2K.
We're all playing Phobies.
Yeah,
At least we started slowing down on that a little bit.
I'm not. I have 30 games active now.
Or at least I
accidentally.
have. I only have one game going right now because
I was only playing one.
Spam the play button.
I have five games going on right now.
I have actually over exaggerated. I have 25.
My lord.
And
I need to play 12 of them.
I have one game. I had one game with Cade that went on for like 3 days, and I thought I was actually winning until he placed down a Cerberus, which is like the most broken thing ever.
I've been playing a lot of 2K. I don't know.
Okay.
Y'all should play Autonauts.
What?
Autonauts.
Yeah. I'll probably try it at some point. I've currently
It's
been,
like a gig.
like,
I literally think it's a gig on the dot.
I've currently been all over the place. I've been playing Grounded and all sorts of stuff, but I've recently got back into Dead Space because of the Dead Space remake, which I'm not wanting to say too much because a certain someone hasn't played it,
Dude, frick off.
which he will not be named.
Look, man,
But
I plan on doing it at some point.
you need to. It's a great horror
I just
game.
don't know whether to play the old one or buy the new one.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, you can do whatever. They're kind of both the same game. Just there's like a little bit like they're somewhat different, but not a whole lot.
I change games
But-
like every week.
Yeah.
Like last
You
week
have-
it was Minecraft and Terraria, and now it's Grounded.
You have so many games you need to finish.
Yes. I can't even I can't stick to a game.
I don't get
for-
I don't get what's hard with you sitting and playing a game.
Look, man.
Like, you've not beat KOTOR, for those who don't know. It's Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars game. Made back in 2001 for the OG Xbox. And it took me about a week. It's taken him about four? Good lord, this is month 2.
Well, you have to consider that I've just not played it a whole lot. I play it.
Yeah,
when
I know.
feel
That's
like
the problem. I literally sat down and was able to play it. Sit down, like, I don't know. It's like, is it interest?
Yeah, it's a fun
Yeah.
game. It's just I haven't been playing a whole lot of single player games lately.
Cuphead.
I've been playing Cuphead a lot, but that makes me want to pull my hair out.
As it
I
does.
love Cuphead.
And sometimes I play Alien Isolation, but I hate that game.
Bro hates Alien Isolation.
It's too confusing, bro. Frick off.
I don't know how you're
brain
able to play
hurts.
Cuphead, but not. I don't know how you're able to play Cuphead, but not Alien Isolation.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know those are completely polar opposite games.
Yeah, but they're both. I don't know. They're both kind of hard. I think Cuphead's a little
Yeah.
more difficult, but
I even
I don't
have
know.
Force Unleashed installed. I've not played it yet.
You even
What?
opened Force Unleashed?
No, I wanted to finish KOTOR first.
Well, you need to finish.
Might
They
just
have
play
no
Force
lore
Unleashed.
connection at all. Just
I know.
play.
I know. I've mostly
I'm just gonna wait.
been playing multiplayer games and editing.
Yeah, I haven't really been playing a whole lot of single player games. See, the last big single player game, other than the Dead Space remake that I've been playing recently, last big single player game I played was Doom Eternal, and I stopped playing that for a while because I literally did almost
That's really
everything in
fun.
that game. It's really fun. Don't get me wrong, but I've played that game to death that I just can't play it kind of the same anymore. It is fun though. It's still fun to go back to from time to time, but yeah, currently I'm just playing Dead Space, but a lot of the other games I've been playing have been multiplayer games. That's really
Like golf.
all
with your
I've been
friends.
doing. Yeah, that game's fun.
That's unironically probably our most played game.
It's terrible.
It is.
I hate
It
it.
is. Nah, it's fun. What do you mean?
Dude.
Great.
We
Yeah.
will play. We'll play like Minecraft or Black Ops 3. They'll play Grounded or Overwatch or something. We'll
we
get
need to play
tired.
Black Ops 3.
We do. We'll get tired of the game and we're about to go to sleep. And AJ will pose the question that he thinks he's going to get a different answer to basically every night. What do y'all want to do now? And either me or Adam on cue, golf with your friends.
Uh-huh.
And he
Yeah.
asks it every time, expecting, I'm assuming, a different answer.
I hate y'all.
But he won't
Listen,
get one.
man.
It'll be golf with your friends for until they take it. They take it off Game Pass.
Look, that game
Dude,
makes me
the day they take it off Game Pass, the day I'll
The day I buy it.
full on car. Oh yeah, that
You're
I'll buy
willing
it.
to buy that game? Oh my god.
Yep.
Considering that's one of the few games that like I can play consistently with y'all multiplayer wise.
It does lag a bit though.
What was
We
the last
also
multiplayer?
recently started playing a little bit of Rubber Bandits, but you can never play that game because it keeps lagging.
My internet. Yeah.
What's the last multiplayer game we played consistently for like a long time?
Minecraft.
Probably
Um,
Minecraft.
Yeah, probably Minecraft. I was about to say
We always come
Minecraft.
back to that game.
Always.
Yeah, it's
We
just like
played Battle for Neighborville for some reason.
You
Oh,
played
yeah.
Battle
Put
for
that
Neighbor.
on.
You did play Battle. Did you play Battle for Neighborville?
I did.
Why?
I did. All did.
Why? Why did
I don't
we
know.
play that game?
You told me to buy it. You told me to buy it.
did.
I never played Plants vs Zombies when I was a kid. Never.
You
Didn't
bought
know
it?
it. Darned. Yeah.
Oh,
What do
okay.
you mean?
You should have bought Garden Warfare 2.
Garden Warfare 2 has been on Gold for forever. Or it's on EA Play, I think.
Okay. Battle for Neighborville.
I have
is a
Garden
bunch of
Warfare 2
problems.
downloaded. It's just no one plays it.
I remember
fun
I
game.
remember when me and Angel were like, oh man, we're gonna play this for a long time. And we only played it for like several months, and then we were like, yeah, we don't like this game anymore.
That was me and Adam's game, though. Like when we first became friends, that was literally all we played was Garden Warfare 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how you introduced me to Garden Warfare 2 because I didn't even know there was a
bought the
second
game
one.
for you
Yeah, you did.
'Cause-
That's right, you did.
because something happened to your disc or something, and it broke.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
was like
broke.
on sale for $20, and I just bought it for you.
Yeah, I
Dude,
remember that. It was the best decision of my life.
I love
too.
reading into like marketing and stuff, but I haven't read into this in specifics. But I would love to know the number, like the percentage of people that get new games based off of ads versus word of mouth. Like I've played
I don't know if there's a way to measure
like
that.
you just go ask.
I mean, you'd have to ask a lot of. I mean, I would argue that it's probably more just hearing it from other people. I don't know.
I mean, because I'm sitting here looking at my catalog of games right now, and a majority of these games are either games I got because of the title, like Halo, for example, Call of Duty, Battlefield. Heck, you can even throw 2K and Madden in there. But all of these games, for the exception of like, Rubber Bandits and like some of the Star Wars games, I've just heard other people play. Like watching a video on YouTube, or like Cameron, for example, be, hey, get this strategy game, and I'll play it, and then like that's what I'll play for a while. It's
that's when I heard of Dead Space when because Dead Space was out for a while, and then I was watching Dashi play it, and my at the time I had to share an Xbox because my brother had an Xbox 360, but I had to share that console with my brother. But he got Dead Space, and I played it. It was a good experience, but it was an awful experience because that game is truly terrifying. Because the best thing about that game is like the audio, and the audio in that game is amazing. But everything else,
some of the
style,
visuals.
I love the gameplay. The gameplay is so unique and everything. I'm trying my best not to spoil it because I really want AJ Freeman.
Or just drop the last
name. Dang. Wait, but like I was introduced to Call of Duty. Do y'all remember where the old CrossFit was? It was like in between Aldi and Jim and Nick's.
Dude, I'm trying to remember this dude's name.
But
I'll figure it out.
My mom forced me to go with her, and she left me in this room full of other kids. And one kid randomly brought Call of Duty Ghosts to that place, and that was the first Call of Duty game I played. And then
my first was Modern Warfare 3.
And then about like 6 months later, I was like still big friends with Bram. I don't know if y'all talk to him much, but
I love Bram, dude.
I used to go over to his house a bunch, and I played Call of Duty Ghosts and a little bit of Advanced Warfare, and that's what got me into that. That's what made me want to buy Advanced Warfare, and that was my first game I bought.
First Call of Duty I played was probably World at War or Black Ops 1. Probably World at War.
I'm trying to find it. If I'll find them, I'll come back to talking to y'all. See YouTuber.
What is
but y'all wouldn't know it. It's specific. But I got my uncle when he moved out, he with him and my mom's parents, he gave me his Xbox. He sold all the games besides Modern Warfare 3 because he said he would really like this game. And that was the first COD I played and loved it. Loved it. All, like, I think I was 7. 2012. That would make me 7. All 7 years old of me with not a clue how to play the game. Loved it.
I can't believe
the game
I played was Ghost.
I got Ghost when it came out for the Xbox 360, and that's all I played. All I played was Ghost. I was like little. I didn't know that game was, bad, but like I didn't hate it like everyone does. Or I don't hate it is because I haven't played it like with the knowledge to know the game was bad. Like with the maps are terrible.
I feel like when you're a kid, you don't really care about really the specific details of a game. You just really care about if I'm having fun, then that's really all I care about in this game.
Yep. Elite Shot. That's his dang name. I don't know if y'all know who Elite Shot is.
No clue.
No clue.
Dude, he made these Call of Duty Ghost. When Mom finally decided to let me merge into online Call of Duty, which is probably of all of her things with parenting, it was probably her worst mistake. Because that's just horrible. letting all think I was 9 onto the world of Call of Duty, because the things with that. But I came out okay. He made class videos, like how nowadays like there'll be a TikTok short. And there'll be a dude in Warzone absolutely like ripping through people with like an MP7 class, and at the end they'll show it to you, like the setup. That's what he did. except it was like a 23-minute video of just explaining why this gun was
Oh
amazing.
yeah, like going in detail about the whole like
Yeah,
game mechanics and stuff.
basically. He had on all he did was play Ghosts and in Modern Warfare 3 Infected. And it was literally just him getting the nuke and what COD had a specific thing. What was COD's in-game thing for Infected?
What do you mean? In game what?
If you stay alive and kill so many things in Infected, you get a nuke in Modern Warfare 3 and you set it off and you win. But I don't know. Is it the strike thing? I don't know.
I haven't played.
But
all
I
the
would watch
time.
him. I would watch him. That's all. That was if I had to look at my most watched YouTuber, considering I watched him basically religiously until 2015. He's probably my most watched YouTuber. For like 3 years, he's all I watched.
What was y'all's like first experience with YouTube? What was like y'all's first YouTubers?
I
that y'all remember?
cannot tell you.
Definitely one of the first YouTubers I watched was definitely Dashy.
Really?
Yeah, I watched him for a while.
I wasn't.
Let's see,
I
there's-
never watched him until like
Chem
about 3
Strike.
years ago.
That's what it's called.
I used to
There's
watch
so
a
many-
bunch of Markiplier, and I have not.
I was about to
stopped.
say Dashy, Markiplier, Poirier's Kitchen, and all that stuff. I still do watch them a lot to this day, but the first gaming YouTubers I really watched were them, and there's some others, but I can't really remember right now. But
Oh God, it's leaking.
I don't know how I got on YouTube.
Did you make an account without telling your parents? I can't do
Probably.
anything without my parents knowing.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
pretty sure
17 and you still have like, timeouts.
Yeah, my phone apps still have time. Actually, no, they don't anymore. I actually convinced my mom to get rid of them.
You did.
But like that was only like
Oh Lord.
2 weeks ago.
Oh Lord. He's free, Adam.
I've had.
He's free. He's free.
He can play games with us past the hour of 10.
Yeah, I hated that.
Finally.
That was the main reason that I begged her, is because I couldn't do anything on my phone past 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I could
that
literally
sucks.
only text and get on some social medias that I still had time on.
Mom never did that with me.
I'm pretty sure how I got introduced to YouTube was my brother. And I think at the time he introduced me. The first YouTuber I watched was Markiplier, like no doubt. But I don't remember what the first video I saw from Markiplier was, but it definitely was a horror game. Because he's still kind of big on that, but he played horror games like
I don't really watch
every video.
Markiplier's gameplay videos as much anymore, but I watch
I do.
literally everything else he does religiously. Like, it's not that I don't. I sometimes do, and I just got finished watching a full playthrough of Security Breach that he did.
Have you finished the In Space with Markiplier? Did you ever finish
No.
that? I don't really remember.
I completely
You
forgot
need
about
to.
that.
God,
You-
AJ.
Like I've
That-
watched like the first. I've watched like the first
so
10 minutes
good.
of it, and like the
It's
first like 2 or
so
3
good.
choices.
In Heist with Markiplier is so good.
I watched the entirety
watched-
of Heist
okay.
with Markiplier.
Okay, out of all of them, which ones haven't you watched?
Well, which ones are there? I've watched a good bit of them. I just haven't watched In Space with Markiplier.
Especially Markiplier is my favorite.
I remember a date with Markiplier. Or something
There's a
like
date
that.
with Markiplier. There
They had like
is
4 or 5 of them.
yeah.
But like I was just watching In Space with Markiplier one day, and I was like,
In Space with
about to go
Markiplier
to
is like-
class, and I was like, okay,
It's like a
I'm gonna spend
murder
a
one.
day just watching this as like a movie, and I just forgot, and that was like almost like 3 months ago, And I need to because I really like the heist with Markiplier.
In Space is so good.
Space Markiplier's really good.
But like
There's like, isn't there Who Murdered Markiplier?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Have you watched that one?
I don't know. I watched a lot of them when
It's
they
a
came
story, AJ.
Hmm?
Like it's connected.
out. It's all connected to how? Actually, don't tell me. I'll just
No.
watch in space.
Okay, we're gonna have, okay, AJ, no you're not. We're gonna like, Cameron's big with this. So I'll ask him the canonical order, and we will come over to your house tomorrow, or probably not even next week, but sometime, and we will watch them all. That's a lie. We won't get through them all. They're all long. But we'll start watching them. Because they are fun. They're
I've
great. I love
watched
them.
a majority of them except for a space with Markiplier.
I'm so done.
I'm already starting to rip this can in half.
Oh my god!
Started
And
again.
at first it was the styrofoam cup. Now it's the dang can, man.
Dude, dude, I've cut myself a little bit.
What's gonna be in the next episode? A red solo cup?
The next
Red
episode is
Solo
gonna be an
Cup.
animal.
Huh?
Aw.
You want to see a picture of the can like we did
No.
last time?
Okay, that's not what I thought you were about to ask.
Oh yeah. No, I can show you a picture of the animal too once we do next week. I literally grabbed the can and just pulled it until it started ripping like paper. And it's a clear American can.
Could you
Have you ever
also
listened
send
to
that?
the song Red Solo Cup, AJ?
No.
What? Look it up. It's by Toby Keith. After this, listen to it. It's literally Red Solo Cup.
Oh god, I'm making it worse.
Could you also send that to me?
Oh yeah, hold on.
God.
I'm making it worse.
He's hurting my
You're
ears,
gonna
dude.
cut
I'm not-
yourself, and I hope you do.
Dude, it's nearly in 2 pieces.
Oh my lord! And it starts.
I'm gonna
Okay, what's y'all's opinion? Okay, so about Red Solo Cups. Do y'all like Red Solo Cups?
what?
Like
Like the ones that you get at like
you don't know what a Red Solo Cup is?
I guess like just those basic
You know them red plastic disposable cups?
the ones that are at like every birthday party ever.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
What about them?
It's called a Red Solo Cup. What do you think of Red Solo Cups?
Look, I don't look this stuff up. Okay. I just call them cups.
Okay, what do you... You haven't answered the question.
What's the question, bro? I didn't hear.
What's your opinion of them? Do you like them? Do you think they're a waste?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I have an opinion for them because they're just basic cups. But like, I guess they serve their function. I think that they're a little bit wasteful, and for some reason every time I drink out of them, I get the tendency to chew off the top of the.
Oh
the
yeah,
cup.
I know. I
Like-
know.
Like, do you know that like how like the top folds over to make like a to make it like not sharp at the top?
Yep.
I literally like unfold it.
Red Solo Cup was the first ever object I shot.
Oh, so that's why you brought it up then.
Yes.
The first
When
ever
I
object
was-
I
I
shot
forgot
was a
I can tell
squirrel.
Interesting.
But like,
I remember I got a 410 for my birthday, and my granddad took it out. I shot a Red Solo Cup. It was gone. I used to have it. I used to keep it, and then we shot some paper targets with some rifles. But I will say it was the first ever object I shot, but like it's the first ever object with my own gun because I technically owned. Well, I didn't own it, but he called it my gun. So like it wasn't just I was like, "Hey Dad, can we take the gun out, like the pistol out and shoot it?" Like, "Hey Granddad, can we take the rifle out?" Good God.
Oh, you just
Jay?
no, don't keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I just want.
Atomized it. But like, it was the first thing I ever shot with a gun that I could call my own. Still have that gun, I think.
I have like for some reason my parents bought me a rifle for Christmas one year when I didn't even ask for a rifle. And-
Where you live, AJ, how are you using a rifle?
It's not one that goes. It just kind of
Still!
like.
It's just still.
I mean, honestly, we just kind of shoot out in the woods, which is kind of not a good thing because in the woods.
No, that's illegal. You
there's
cannot do that where you live, AJ.
Tell that to my parents, bro. All right.
I live in the absolute middle of nowhere, so I can fire off. Funny story about just shooting guns in a area where a bunch of people live. My dad had just got off of night shift. It was 4th of July. It got home. It wouldn't have been nights, it would have been evenings. So he just got home from evenings, and it was the 3rd. Wasn't even the 4th. But it was like 11 o'clock when he got home. And some of our neighbors were done shooting fireworks. I don't know why the 3rd. Maybe to introduce the 4th of July. But Dad got annoyed. He went, grabbed the AR-15 we have, went out to our back porch, and unloaded about a full mag into the sky and screamed something along the lines of, if y'all want to make some effing noise, we'll make some effing noise. And they quit.
Dang.
He didn't shoot, like, at them, but, like, you know where I live, AJ. It's the neighbors, it's the old neighbors that used to live in the little, like, because I live up on the hill. There's a little people that live in, like, that valley beside me.
Yeah.
I won't call it a valley. It's them. The old neighbors that used to live there. They quit. According to my dad.
Dude.
That was expensive unload, too.
Why did he do that? Just because he was
Because he was tired and he wanted to get to sleep.
Oh, okay. Dude, sometimes I just randomly hear gunshots in this.
I do all
in
the
this
time.
suburb, but like I never get the context. Sometimes I think that like people are just getting shot up randomly, but then I just can't do anything about it.
Dude,
Op has been found.
I remember there was this I remember when Brain would be in the party sometimes. He would randomly he'd be talking normally, and then randomly just gunshots to start going off in the background.
AJ, if you think where I live is bad, Braden lived in literally the hood. Like he said, cops would be scared to go into that area because the amount of times people would just shoot them.
Dang,
and they were like not really big on going there because they don't want to get shot.
My neighborhood's just full of dogs that try to eat me. That happens way too
My
often.
neighborhood is full of like everything. We have chickens. We have the standard crackheads. We have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of dogs. Like the amount of dogs. Like I'm trying to think. Out of the 8 houses that live, like I want to say 8. Like, of the houses on our road that, like, I know of really well, that the people we know really well, they all have dogs. All of them. And it's not just, like, one inside dog. It's, like, one maybe small inside dog. Sorry if I'm just screamed into the mic.
You're fine.
One inside dog and, like, 2 outside dogs of, like, bigger size. Which is what we have. We have one Chihuahua, the little demon. And then we have a Great Pyrenees and a mutt we don't know anything about.
Bro.
I just have a little miniature schnauzer that's blind and diabetic. I feel so bad for him.
I have a little dog. I mean, he don't really have problems really, but he did have he had some major back problems where he was like, it was just sort of like temporary, but he was kind of like paralyzed a little bit, but he eventually got like better and all that. And he's perfectly fine now, but he just can't jump off of high places because if he does, it hurts his back, which is not really surprising because weenie dogs are known for having really bad
Weenie
back,
dog.
which
Dude, I feel so bad for weenie dogs, bro.
hmm I can
Feels
relate
so-
because I have back problems. So
Charlie, when I take him outside sometimes, because he's blind now, sometimes he'll just like randomly like engage like some kind of like AI function and start like stalking around like he's hunting for something, and he'll just randomly like walk at the like 1 mile per hour, and he will just start walking very slowly and just walk in a straight line for like a full 10 minutes for some reason.
I
And
think
it's
that's just him like detecting ops or
like
something.
I
It's
thought
probably a
I
defense.
thought that it was like he thought he heard like a squirrel or something and he was looking for it, but like there was nothing. There was no noises or anything. He just randomly did it.
Dogs smell really good, so it could have been something you just didn't know.
Dogs are crazy. Ugh.
Especially since he's blind, their nose becomes like their eyes, like the Force.
He does not use it yet. He literally just walks everywhere, and if he falls in a hole, he falls.
When
in
I
a
went
hole.
over to your house, bro, I felt so bad. I was walking, I was like, "Hey, Charlie." He sniffed my hand and then ran straight into my leg.
Because he has no idea where he's going, and he's not good at using his nose yet, or I guess he just won't.
I'm gonna take him.
Why?
bro's just gonna take him. Bro's gonna
Yeah,
abduct him.
I'm
Bro.
gonna get him some surgeries.
You
I know
gonna
some people
give
that
him
know some people.
I hate you.
I know some people that know some people.
Oh my gosh.
All
I am
right.
atomizing this cup. This can. Dude, I'm doing the same thing as last time. I'm breaking it into little pieces.
He only does it when we record too.
No, I do
Only.
it. I do it other times. I just don't tell y'all.
I don't ever
So
hear
about that
it.
weather balloon. Well, I'm air quoting weather balloon. The Pentagon said it's action. It's like confirmed military.
It was a spy.
So
balloon.
so it was
Spot-
confirmed.
Yeah, the Pentagon. Well,
The Pentagon basically said it is like 100% clear. The balloon was a military craft. Yeah, the Defense Department on Wednesday. This was last Wednesday. Saying it was 100% certain that the airship was for espionage and not for being a civilian immediate launch. Okay, Siri. It was 100% a military craft. I think that's Brigadier General Ryder that said that. He's big with the Department of Defense. He's the press secretary for the Pentagon.
Did they say there was multiple of them? I could have sworn someone.
Yeah,
said
we've
there
shot
was
down
one.
like 2 more. We shot down the one over North Carolina, or I won't say off. It was off the coast of North Carolina. One in Alaska was the size of a small car, and we shot down one in Canada.
Dang.
Those are all the ones I know of. Yeah, Trudeau ordered the shoot down of one over Canada. All of this was in like a week. So we shot the one over the coast of the beach that name just left me, North Carolina, over that area. Then we shot down one in Alaska. That would have been yesterday.
Oh, look, man, I don't know.
2 days ago, either yesterday or 2 days ago, and then today, so it would have been yesterday. Who is calling me? I'm getting a phone call.
Did they ever figure
entertain
out
them.
why? Who's calling you? Hello?
Bro, I remember
What was
reading.
left?
So speaking about the spy balloon thing, people genuinely think that it's not a spy balloon, but it was a balloon. But people think it's like a UFO like saucer and stuff like that, and that just baffles me, dude.
So I've heard that like China tried. I think it was China that sent it, but that they said something along the lines of like, "Oh, it was just a weather balloon that
So to
like, got
completely
lost."
reverse the topic, AJ, you know how we got back from the gym probably 3-4 hours ago?
Yep.
Mom is just now calling to see if I made it home.
Dang. She is
Dang.
way behind.
Way behind.
We went at 5.
That was at like
and
5 o'clock. That's 5 hours,
Dude,
and she's
it's
just
10 o'clock.
she calls, and I'm like, "Hey, Mom, I'm in the middle of like recording for this. What do you need?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm just making sure you made it home from the gym." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know I'm home." Like she saw me walk in the house.
Does she think you went later?
I don't know. No, she knew I left. I had to help her. The reason I was a bit tad late, AJ, was trying to find my wallet, and I had to help her take some trash out. So she knew I left, and she knew I got home because I had to take my sinus medicine for my little sinus infection when I got home. I don't know why she just called me.
Dang.
But
like,
what were y'all talking about?
I was
just
asking it. Didn't like China say that like it was a weather balloon that they lost? They said
flew off
something
course.
around that.
I think that anytime the government says that it's a weather balloon, it's not like ever a weather balloon.
But like
So
they're like
that's,
trying to
like-
they're trying to prove to us that like it was.
Well, they want it back. They asked for it back.
They're not getting it back.
No, they're not getting it back.
Unless you
Like they
in
want it
pieces.
back, so
Here you go. We had to collect several of the pieces, but here's your balloon back.
Oh, it's so stupid. Oh my god.
like if you look at it, it looks nothing like a weather balloon either. It like has these weird like panels on the bottom. It has like it doesn't look like a meteorological balloon. I've never seen one like that. Ever.
Yeah, they're up.
Like
to
it's a
something.
lot bigger than standard weather balloons.
Why are they doing that? Why would they want to spy on
Just
us?
spying. It's cheaper than satellites. It's just a balloon.
Why though? Why would they spy on us?
It flew over sensitive sites in Montana and Idaho and all that, and that's where like some missile defense systems are, which is always fun.
So like,
Um,
are they planning on waging a war or something?
They would lose,
They would lose.
but they've been spying on like over 40 countries. I'm pretty sure. I read an article from the Washington Post, but the State Department, Thursday, was like, yeah, they do this a lot because they've done it over Latin America and South America. And this isn't new. Like, seeing weather balloons isn't new. Weather, I'm air quoting it. We did this to the Chinese and the Soviets. Eisenhower did it, but that was before we had like spy planes and like satellites. You know. Yes.
God.
Dang, that was violent. So I don't buy the weather balloon story. I don't think anyone is now. Well, I think they're just gonna say it because their people will believe it.
I mean, there's
Which is something that they will, because you can't. If a Chinese reporter was like, "Yep, this is definitely a military balloon," that they're not being seen again. So
yeah. You're not wrong though.
So if I had to bet, they say a lot of this to like bolster support at home. Like they know it's what it is, and they know we know it's what it is, but it's more for their people because like it may be for the international community, but like come on now. Like if you actually look at it and then you compare it to all they would have to do to prove this is a weather balloon is show another one that is exactly like this that they also use. It's like, oh hey, look, here's one. Here's the same weather balloon.
They're just saying that it is, though. They're not doing anything else but saying.
It's a save face. If they actively said, "Yep, this is an active spying device," that's World War III. If they just flew a spy device and emitted it over America, yeah, that's bad.
Oh,
Oh my! What are you doing?
I'm playing with the top and the bottom of the can. Dude,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna get my
God.
hands cut.
You're actually gonna get cut. Like you're actually gonna get a
Cut my
cut.
phone.
You keep doing this. Bro is risking his life, dude.
Oh. Oh.
It's funny because this is right before Blinken, who is our Secretary of State, he was going to go visit China on the 5th through the
Not
6th.
anymore.
He is, very clearly not.
I mean, I don't see a
Which is
problem
funny
with
because this is not the first time China has done something. Now they may have been planning this before Blinken announced what people. China probably knew Blinken was coming for a while, but this is not the first time that they have done something like provocative when we announced we're going somewhere around them. Like when Pelosi announced she was going to Taiwan.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
They started running fighter jet drills. Blinken announces he's going to visit China. There's a spy balloon, not one, but like multiple. That
Nice.
like I don't know if the other ones are linked to China, but there's this very clear, obvious spy balloon floating over sensitive American locations. Like this seems to be a pattern of them doing these kinds of things. I don't know if it's a show of power.
Or maybe they just felt like it.
Like if I see a spy balloon flying over America, I don't feel threatened. I'm like, oh, it's a balloon. As long as it doesn't bomb my house, like
What if it results in that? What if
I
they...
don't think China's bombing rural Alabama, AJ. They bomb Huntsville.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like
after
they
what
wouldn't
I
go
did,
for
they
Alabama.
would definitely target me.
Whatever you did.
Yeah, whatever you did. I don't know what
83.
you did, but you did something. 83.
Yeah.
The blind at 83.
Dude, I've like folded the top half of the can, and I can like make it go up and down. It looks like a mouth. What is wrong with me?
Everything, dude.
God. Ow! It keeps poking me.
Stop cutting yourself.
He's
I will send.
can't stop him.
I will
man.
send one final picture.
There was also that earthquake. Have y'all even seen at all that earthquake that took place over in Syria and Turkey?
No, but I heard that it was like one of the worst ones ever.
Oh yeah, I was. Miss Reed was.
Reed's
Talking
been
about
talking
that.
a lot about it.
Yeah, me and her talked about it, and she was talking about it to the whole class. That's awful. That's genuinely awful. That whole thing.
I've not like.
Just very
So
unfortunate.
AJ, if you do not know, it would have been last week, 3-4 odd days ago, if that, or
Yeah, it was
maybe a
rather
little
recent.
longer. But at like 7.8 magnitude earthquake, followed up by 7.5 magnitude aftershock. But that's an earthquake. Like those are just basically earthquakes struck a fault, like a pretty active fault line in southern Turkey, and like it carried into northern Syria. And the houses in Turkey usually aren't built with rebar, which I'm not going to explain it. You probably know what rebar is. It makes houses sturdy. They don't fall apart as easy. They usually aren't because they don't have the same building codes as us. Because we like having codes and regulations for everything. We're a very we're a society of standards for some reason.
Oh yeah.
I would say for some reason. And God,
Sorry.
you're
Wait.
dying over here.
No,
He's
when it
actually
gets
dying.
when it gets late, my the sinuses get bad because it's.
But- But the death toll is like 24,000 right now.
Yeah.
God.
I think the vice president of Turkey said it was more like I think it's close to 25. I think the vice president of Turkey said today it was like 24,600 something.
We were watching the when it was all happening. We were watching the news because, She likes to put on the news like at the end of class. And
Yeah,
we were watching it,
journalism, so we always, when we're looking at this kind of stuff, it's depressing.
and we were watching all the buildings like collapse and everything, and I'm pretty sure like even with all that earthquake stuff, eventually even with buildings that are not falling like that did not fall before, they're probably gonna
They're
fall.
starting to.
They're starting to like slowly.
There was a dude I saw a video of this dude who was live streaming. I don't know what he was playing. It may have just been a just chat stream. But all of a sudden, like, he's like, what's that? And, like, literally, it wasn't, hello?
Oh.
What just happened?
What do
My
you mean?
TV turned off. Neat. My TV turned off. I don't know why, but he was just like, what was that? And, like, it wasn't like a slow rumble and then the shaking was violent. It was just violent. Like, the camera cut off when it fell to the floor. I'm assuming it was unplugged, but, like, everything was shaking.
Did he survive?
I don't know. I'm gonna assume.
What's like the what's the biggest earthquake ever recorded?
I couldn't tell you. This fault is very active. So, like, I think the biggest one was back in '99 when 17,000 people were killed.
I mean,
but
in terms
this
of
is
like
just
pressure and like the whatever the
Richter scale,
is
not
called.
the Richter. I think it was a 9.5 back in the '60s in Chile.
So it's like, it's it's a bad one.
It's
Like,
bad.
I've not been
It's
keeping
sad.
up with the story. I just know that like it was like a really rough earthquake. God.
Bro is actively dying.
He is now dying.
It's
I know the
getting late.
Turkish president arrests people for looting because, of course, we do. And he was like, he said that he's going to use his full power to punish people breaking the law, which is only reassuring that he's saying that, because at least he's saying something about that. Because you always see the looters from like major disasters, but you never hear I haven't at least ever heard like a government actively arrest them.
I haven't. Wow, that's crazy. I just haven't been like, keeping up with the story. I just heard that a bunch of people were raising money for it, for like all the
Yeah.
damages.
It's truly
And
awful.
what's
man.
bad is it's bad in Syria. It's getting bad in Syria
Oh yeah.
because Syria has been engaged in civil war for the last 12 years. Since 11. And when a civil war happens that lasts for that long, the government, kind of, I won't say doesn't like stops existing, but like government support, like the Turkish army has been the big like porter for them in this. Is like they've been going out, blocking roads, checking buildings, evacuating people. The Syrian army, what the loyalists to the government, kind of can't, because not that I really even want them to, but like they kind of can't because they're actively engaged in fighting insurgents and militants and all that. Which is depressing because even then, like, they have such a, like, the supply chains are disrupted. Food is scarce because, like, it's hard to get stuff in here because all the buildings are gone. And there's not really a lot of places for people to stay, and they're in this mountain, I forget, it's the Torah, or the Torah Mountains, that part of Turkey, and it snows. So you can only imagine, you just lost your house, all your belongings, and now it's snowing and it's cold. You got food. It's terrible. Like, I would.
Dang, the whole world is falling apart.
Anyways.
And we're over here
Good
just
Lord.
talking about it and
Yep.
destroying cans with my bare hands
You're destroying cans.
and squeezing it. And if it slips, it'll cut my hand in half. Oh my god.
surprised you haven't cut yourself at this point, bro. I'm actually like surprised.
Appeasing him. I'm not saying I want to do this now, but one podcast episode I want to explain the whole story of the man and explain everything.
Oh god, that's gonna be like a 2-hour long episode.
This ongoing lore.
There's so much you have to explain and give so much context to, because if you don't give enough context, someone randomly is going to actively either listen or watch the video, either on Spotify or YouTube or whatever, and they're going to be like, what the heck is he talking about? This guy's actually a psychopath.
It should just be the whole like topic of one episode is just to try and explain the man. It's like this.
You try to. I can't.
This is all inside joke, man. They'll understand eventually. They need to be warned.
Even if you fully explained it, I feel like you eventually, people will think you're a psychopath, and you might get the cops called on you just for how crazy you are.
I feel like y'all are still confused by it. I feel like I'm still confused by it.
I'm confused, but like we've went with it for a bit now that I'm kind of just used to it. I mean, like there's nothing I can do about it. So
we have also been. Side note: we've been recording for 50 minutes, nearly.
50 minutes. Wow.
An hour.
I'm not.
Not an hour and a half, like an
lie.
hour and 20 minutes ago.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot we were recording, but
He did it again.
You were joking this time.
No, I'm
There's
not.
no way.
I'm actually not.
You're joking? I don't believe you. Adam, how can you actively forget that we're recording a podcast?
Because I don't know. Because I feel like we're just having a
Were you
normal
playing
conversation.
Fogies this time?
No, I'm actually not playing anything.
Dang. I kind of want to play Fogies,
Shocking.
honestly. No, I must resist. I must continue to crush this can in half. Oh my gosh!
In half? Are you sure it's in half?
I'm trying to cut the top of the can in half, but the top of the can is very sturdy. And there's still a bunch left. Oh my god.
Actually,
I don't take to destroying. That's loud, bro. I don't
What?
actually take to destroying cups for fun.
I do.
I can tell.
I destroy a lot of things for fun. I will destroy humanity for fun if I want to. Okay, I need to calm down. What were we talking about?
You were
We're
moving
getting
off the
topic.
topic of the book.
Oh yeah, I guess I should say what I was gonna talk about. Well, I either wanted to ask y'all about some specific vacations y'all went on, or I wanted to talk about Bad Batch, but I'm not sure which one's more interesting.
Should do Bad Batch when it's over.
I think you are right. I only said that because the mid-season thing that came out recently was pretty fun. And is a topic of discussion, but I think you're right. But what are some vacations y'all have gone on?
We go to the mountains. Used to go to the mountains every year. My grandparents.
Oh yeah, I would go to the mountains a lot actually.
Dang,
But
I do too. But I don't go near as often as y'all do.
mountains is great.
I used to
Love
go
it.
We used
to.
to.
Is it Gunnersville?
Yes.
I went there a
Probably.
lot.
I can do it.
And I went on that
Like
sky
Gunnersville?
tram thing. What's that thing the thing that rides you up the side of the mountain up to the top?
And that is not Gunnersville. That is Lookout Mountain.
That is it Gatlinburg? It's somewhere around that area. It's near Pigeon Forge. It's I don't know if it's the same
The
mountain.
Great Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
That's what the
I love
area
the
is
great.
called.
I
But
love
look
I
at
love the great
Lookout Mountain.
Smoky.
Lookout Mountain. It's just below Chattanooga. You can see 7 states from it.
Yeah. So, but the point of me bringing up is my dad is very, very scared of heights. Okay,
Really?
That's fair.
I am too, but like I'm not like to the point where like I'm crying. He isn't, but like he gets very scared of heights, and so we kind of did an evil thing and basically begged him to get on the Skytram. And dude, he was screaming the whole time. I felt so bad for him.
I loved the Skytram.
I
It was
went.
one of my favorite parts.
I
was
remember.
just big chilling, and all I hear in the background was, "This
I
is
remember-
stupid. I hate this so much."
I don't know if y'all ever been there at the Great Smoky Mountains, but you kind of go up riding something, and then you go on a huge glass bridge. It's just like a bridge made out of glass.
Ooh, is it up there? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
My mom did the evil thing this time and begged me to go on
We
that.
all three need to take a trip to the mountains and record a podcast there. Or record something.
I actually went across that bridge, and I felt so proud of myself because I was so scared. I hated that.
Yeah. Number one rule: don't look down, which is what I
It may
did.
not be on Lookout Mountain itself. The reason I'm going to reference that Lookout Mountain was me and my parents, we stayed in Chattanooga for a week, and we just basically toured a lot of the areas around Chattanooga. And we went across a rickety bridge. It's a bridge that shakes,
Don't go
will not
on
fall.
the rickety
There's no risk of it
bridge.
falling. I was petrified. I hated it.
And like,
That was maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
I don't know how high up you are when you're up on the top of the mountains. It's like very high, but like
The Lookout Mountain's elevation, I think it's like 2,300 feet.
But like, it's like whenever someone tells you to not look down, like
You have to look
you
down.
always look down. Like there's no point in saying it because you're just gonna do it anyway. And I was
I
was so terrified. I was very tempted to run as fast as I could so I could get it over with. Because the entire floor was
don't
glass.
look up, so you look up.
Yeah, but like that's honestly what people should say because like every time someone says that to me, I always am like, I always look down. But
Don't look down. Looks down.
Other than the mountains, literally the only vacations I go on is occasionally to the beach.
Oh, we're about to go to the beach
Oh, really? When?
here soon.
Spring break?
I don't know. Yep, pretty sure. Yeah, That's gonna be fun.
Which beach?
not really sure. I might have to. Not.
You going to Panama?
Mm,
That's where I
it might
usually
be
go.
Panama.
I love Panama City. I like.
We usually
Panama
go
City
to-
and Orange Beach.
We usually go to. Last time we went to Gulf Shores last time, but
Oh yeah, that
Um,
is Gulf Shores. It's just that whole area
Oh,
is
okay.
Gulf Shores. But like 80% of the time we go to the beach, it's the same place. It's the same location. And it's basically like a yearly thing to go there for at least like a couple days. But like I thought that y'all didn't like the beach.
I'm not a
I
fan
don't-
of the beach.
I'd rather go
If
to
you,
the mountains.
if you know Anakin's famous quote. I hate sand. It's cold,
I hate sand.
rough, irritable. It gets
I do
everything.
actually like all memes aside. I actually do hate sand. Like actually,
Dude, do y'all
so
just,
annoying.
I will admit, going to the beach, the most fun I have is like either swimming at the pool or going to eat at like a bunch of cool places.
I thought you were about to say like because every time you go to the beach, you always show me videos of you collecting like crabs.
Yeah, I like
In a little
going
tiny
out on the
bucket.
beach. I like doing that. It's just when the sun is out, it like
Oh, that's the
destroys
worst.
you. And whenever like there's salt water, it like gets in my eyes and my
You
mouth.
ever like go like barefoot? I mean, who doesn't? And the sand was like steaming hot.
Yes.
Truly one of the worst experiences of my life.
But I don't mind it as much as y'all do because I just go so often.
I just don't like it. I just don't like it when the sand gets in between your toes and then you have to sit there and try to get it out because it gets irritating because it's in between your toes and stuff like that. I hate that.
Thing I just had. I mean, it does get everywhere. Like that, I do hate that about sand. Like even if you like get out of the beach and like you head back up, and even like when you take that shower thing that gets all the sand off, you still have to take another shower when you get back because there's sand all in your trunks and all in your like every crevice, and I do hate that.
Yeah,
But
my
I
dad
don't
hasn't
mind it.
driven the truck he gave me, and since I turned 16 in 21, and that damn truck's running boards had sand in it. Still, until I like took out the floor mats and like deep cleaned them. That thing still had sand. You know how annoying we hadn't taken that truck to the beach. It was like 2019.
Dang,
So
that
2
long.
years. The truck sand. It is. I hate it.
But and the Jeep still has some. My dad never vacuums his Jeep for some reason. And
I
there's still
make
sand
sure
in
my
it.
truck stays clean.
Oh God, I coughed and all the flakes went everywhere. Okay. Oh, that wait! I just realized we've been. It's been an hour now.
Okay.
Oh my God. I mostly like going to the beach though, just because the food is like the best thing ever.
Yes.
Like it has the you don't really get to actually enjoy seafood unless you go to the beach. Like that place has
That is
actual
completely true.
like that place has the best seafood.
I would agree, but I can't really eat seafood that much because it makes me sick like all the time, no matter what, even
You
if
poor
it's the
soul.
smallest thing. I can
Eat
enjoy
so
it.
much that your body gets used to it.
No, it doesn't matter. Like I get sick. I don't know if I have some type of gene in my body that just doesn't like seafood or something. But it's not that I don't enjoy it. I think seafood's great. It's just afterwards, I want to be puking in the toilet for like an hour.
Yeah, but I do love going to the beach. And we always go like with family members. I never really have invited anyone other than my like cousins because no one else really likes going to the beach except our family that I know.
I think the only one in my family that likes going to the beach, sorry, is my mom. She loves going to the beach, but that's about it. My dad, sister, brother, nope, can't handle it. I also can't handle it.
Oh,
But it is fun though. Like genuinely, there are some times where the beach is like really fun and the food is great, no matter what, seafood or just the food in general is just really good.
oh man, I'm getting tired. Are y'all about ready to wrap this up?
Okay.
Yeah, we can wrap this up.
What's your dream? Okay, before we do, what is your dream vacation?
Oh,
I want to go. I want
Dang.
to. Oh, that is hard.
I
That
never
is.
thought of
I
that.
actually have to. I actually have to think about that.
I want to go to Berlin.
I want to go to.
Of course you want to go to Berlin.
I want to go to Norway. Because I've seen pictures of Norway and stuff like that, and that genuinely is like a beautiful place.
I've never given this any thought. I have no idea. I don't know. Like you mean like if you're talking
I
about
wanna go
outside
to-
the country, I have no clue.
I want to go to Paris.
Europe.
There's so many.
I like Europe.
There's so many places I want to go to.
I'm just a big history guy. You know, Berlin's heavily, say it's the most historical city. Probably be Egypt, but it's one of the biggest. Like,
But you're fine now. Go ahead.
but it's one of the most historical cities, like the modern. like history stuff, Charlie and all that, and like the Brandenburg Gates. So I would love to visit and just like look at the states and eat German food because German stuff is pretty good. It's pretty good.
I don't know. I'd have to give that some thought. Ooh, here's another question real quick. Have y'all ever been on a plane?
No.
No.
Would y'all want to go on a plane?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
I would like to at least have like one experience with. I would like to get at least go once on a plane,
I've
but if
never
I
had
don't
the
like it, I
reason
don't
to.
like it.
I
Yeah,
I
that's-
haven't ever left the southeast.
It's fun, but it's very boring unless you have some like, because there's no Wi-Fi. Like you have to bring something to entertain yourself. Play some like online games on your phone or something. I don't know, but it was very boring when I went on it. Of course, my dad was not very happy with it. He hates everything to do with heights, but we for some reason we flew a plane to go to Disney World, which only lasted like an hour, and that was the only time I've ever been on a plane. Oh my god! Okay, I'm ready to stop when y'all are.
Yeah.
Y'all have any closing remarks?
Maybe you
drink
won't
plenty
take a week to edit this episode.
No, this is Adam's.
I'm editing
This is
this.
Adam.
I trust Adam can have this out in 2 days.
Dude, look, man.
Majority of it was a dang intro.
Although it took a lot, yes, and I just took a while finding a bunch of stock footage. All right, I'm sure
I
Adam
think-
will be fine.
Yeah,
And
I
if,
probably.
and if,
I
and if he
hope.
does it better than me, then he can edit every single one.
I bet you
no.
would enjoy that.
Yes, I would. So I don't have to tell
No.
us so much stock.
No, we're definitely. This is definitely. We're taking a turn thing. This is not just a me thing.
Next week it'll be Caleb's turn.
Yep, you will get something edited on like my video, like one of the phone ones.
Yeah, on iMovie.
iMovie, that's what it's called.
Movie.
Okay. Y'all have anything to say before we stop?
Drink plenty of water and
Okay.
Always wear your seatbelt.
yeah, wear your
Maybe someone will
seatbelt.
get that reference.
Don't eat your boogers.
Don't forget to look behind you every time you cross the street.
Yeah, don't
always
forget to specifically look on your bottom drawer because that's where I'm hiding currently. I'm currently hiding in your drawer.
And if you don't
Let's see
have a
what's
drawer,
another
he's
thing.
in your shoe. If you don't have a shoe, he's in your hair. If you don't have hair, he's somewhere.
I have a mission for all the viewers, all the listeners. I want you to go outside and I want you to feel the ground, and I want you to feel if there's any vibrations, and if there are, you need to move because that means that there's the man down there. You'll be able to feel it. Just trust me.
Yeah, because of the vibrations.
Like they're hibernating. It'll all happen one day.
Definitely.
Okay. Bye bye.
Oh.